Greetings, my fellow Spontaneans. It is your friend Paul F. Tompkins. Now, as you may have noticed, it's not Monday. And if you've noticed that it's not Monday, I don't know if you're noticing things too much or not enough. Usually you just wake up, you know that it's another day. You remember yesterday happened and now it's today. But if you're waking up saying and noticing it's not other days of the week than it is, I think it's too much focus or not enough focus. I can't. Look, go to the doctor. What you are about to listen to is not an episode of Spontaneanation. It is something I'm very excited to present to you, a brand new Howl original show, The Mysterious Secrets of Uncle Bertie's Botanarium. This is an epic fantasy adventure. It's got original music, brilliant sound design, and a talented cast from Wellington, New Zealand. Look, New Zealand is a small population that has an amazing comedy community. They're like the Canada of the Southern Hemisphere. And this show stars and is presented to you by Jemaine Clement. He is one half of the amazing duo, The Flight of the Conchords. I'm a huge fan of theirs. I'm a fan of Jemaine's solo work in films. This is going to be good, you guys. So listen to this, and if you want to hear more, sign up for a free trial on howl.fm using the promo code Bertie. And you can also find Super Ego Forgotten Classics, all kinds of originals and Earwolf classic programs. Everything is there. Howl.fm really is a great deal, and I urge you to check it out. And hopefully this will make you do it. Take a listen to this episode of Uncle Bertie's Botanarium. The Mysterious Secrets of... let me give you that whole title again. The Mysterious Secrets of Uncle Bertie's Botanarium. Please listen, enjoy, remember me, notice what day it is, notice that I'm here again another day. See you soon. Howl.fm.
Dear listener, what you're about to hear is not based on a true story. It is a true story. A story so stupendous that you will struggle to believe it. But let me assure you, no liberties have been taken. You are about to hear the real story of Lord Joseph Banks's expedition to the very source of pleasure. As we speak, Lord Banks has already begun legal proceedings against the makers of this true-to-life expose, but we have many witnesses, all of whom are in jail, who will testify only one pig ca-
On with it!
Oh yes, excuse me. The Mysterious Secrets of Uncle Bertie's Botanarium. Episode 1, Cheese Dreams in the Gravy Isles. Yes, dear listeners, I am sure you will be well aware of the exploits of Lord Banks by now, but let me take you back to a time when he was just like any other aristocratic idle opportunity-squandering squillionaire botanist, a young lord of Damprot upon Tyne. Damprot, a port known famously as the Jewel of the Gravy Isles, and known more colloquially as a real shithole. Damprot is not for the weak-intestined. Damprot is a grimy, rotten place, full of scoundrels and pickpockets and locket thieves and gangs of men who ride penny farthings, callously punching innocent passers-by on the tops of their heads.
Ow! Take that! Oh! And that, stupid peasant! Ooh! And you, sir! Lovely day.
And riding through these grim and grimy streets is a scoundrel cut from another cloth, famous in all of Damprot.
Nobleman's coach! Step aside! Oh, there!
What are these people here, Solander?
Some peasants, sir. Mr. Banks, I'm awfully sorry, Mr. Banks.
Out of my way, peasant!
Miriam and I...
Hi, Miriam.
we wanted to say we're big fans, or we're both loyalists.
We really appreciate everything you've done for the rich, even though we are not rich.
Yes, we're very...
Solander, would you take over for me?
Yes, sir.
There's a good shot.
Take that.
One more, I think, for good measure. Well done, Solander. Let's go. No problem,
Indeed,
sir.
a lucky day. Thank you for reaching me. Thanks for listening. It's their bag.
And who is this, accompanying Lord Banks on his daily soiree? None other than his assistant and personal diarist, Sidney Solander.
Peasants are tiresome. Why do we need peasants?
I don't know, sir.
Can't everyone be rich? I tell you what, pass me my snuff, Solander.
Of course, sir. Here you go, sir. Get it up you.
Pardon?
It's an expression, sir.
Is it?
Yes.
What does it refer to?
The intake of substances into the body.
Oh, that's okay then. What was that expression? Get it up, you.
Get it up, you.
I'm going to use that, Solander. Very good. Get it up, you, Solander. Get it up, you, everyone. Does that sound natural coming from me?
Yes, sir.
Ah, that's good stuff, isn't it? What's that cheesy smell, Solander? Is that you?
It's cheese, sir. There's a cheesemonger just round the corner, sir.
I thought it was you.
No, sir.
You know, sometimes you get that smell?
I'm not aware of it, sir.
Yes, sometimes we're not aware of our own smells.
I do wish you'd tell me these things, sir.
I'm telling you now, Solander.
Sorry, sir. It's very troubling to me that
Next time I...
Yes, dear listener. Today has started off just like any other day for Lord Banks. But all's about to change in the very next scene.
Hallucinatory effect on me. Amazing. How many cheeses would you say are in here, Solander?
Hundreds, sir. Hundreds. Absolutely hundreds.
Doubt there's hundreds, maybe 90.
If you say so.
Count them.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And what can I do for you? Lord Banks. Before you answer, let me say it is an honour to have you.
What the devil is happening to the man?
He appears to be entering some sort of soothsayer trance, sir.
Oh, it's hideous. His face is contorted and his eyes are a strange colour that is kind of in between purple and yellow.
Indeed, sir.
It's disturbing. I can't look away.
You, I saw in my cheese dream.
Pointing right at me. Who are you, you twit?
Tis you.
I think he's been sampling too much of his own
I think
cheese.
he's had one too many cheese scones, sir.
Listen to what I have to say. For you are the chosen one. You will go down in history.
Don't discredit him yet, Solander. I think he may be wiser than he looks.
3 things I have to say. 1. The person who is a fool is not so foolish.
Well, that first one doesn't even make sense.
2. You must face pleasure in order to destroy it.
And 3?
What?
3. You said you had 3 things to say.
No, just 2.
You said 3.
No, just 2.
Well, I heard 3.
You will travel the ocean. You will become famous. You will go down in history.
Do you have any psychic credentials, cheesemonger?
Yeah, they're just out the back. Hang on a minute, sir. I'll just grab it for you.
You should always check they have psychic credentials.
Very astute, sir. Very astute.
There you go, sir. Have a look at that.
So that's your certificate, is it? Diploma in psychic studies. Oh, it seems to be in order there. Did a 2-year course at Polytech.
Take this cheese. This is special cheese. Before you go to sleep tonight, sniff it, lick the veins, and then rub it on your face.
I prefer to eat it.
Rub it on your face, and then on your ghoulies too.
Then can I eat it?
If you must.
Well, thank you, strange cheesemonger. Solander, carry that enormously heavy-looking piece of cheese for me.
Rather more heavy than I can carry, sir.
Nonsense! Where's your backbone?
Oh. I'll try, sir.
You're not eating enough protein, that's the problem. Did you do the 10 star jumps I told you to do this morning?
Joseph Banks's pungent cheese is the strongest you will find in Damprot. It's all vein.
Do you think that cheesemonger meant you must face pleasure in order to destroy it?
I really have no idea, sir.
I agree. You do not have any idea.
Our coach, sir.
To the estate, please, driver.
I won't insult your intelligence, dear listener. We all know where this is heading. To Lord Banks's private estate that same fair evening, as a lonely, aristocratic bachelor settles down to a good night's sleep in his private quarters.
that my hot water bottle you're doing there, Solander?
Yes, sir.
Good. Just pass it to me there. It's
very hot.
So hot. Ouch. Ouch. Oh. Imagine this, Solander. Rubberized hot water bottle.
A very good idea, sir.
Yes. Be a lot more comfortable than this, wouldn't it?
Sir, do you mind if I go home now?
No, stay here.
Can I at least sit down for a bit, sir?
No. Sitting down is the domain of an aristocrat. Stay there, old boy. Carve me a slice of that cheese.
A very good idea, sir.
This hot water bottle's very uncomfortable, Solander.
Yes, sir.
Well, it's because it's made of metal, isn't it? And how about this? A lid for the hot water bottle, so the water doesn't spill all over you.
Your cheese, sir.
Oh, great job. You've done a good job cutting them. Are they all even?
Pretty much, sir.
It's unusual.
Quite powerful, sir.
Well, it's nothing like a pungent cheese to take the mind back to one's past adventures and shenanigans.
A dictation, perhaps, sir.
No. I'm too tired after today's exploits.
There now, Lord Banks. You lie back now.
Thank you, Solander.
Let that cheese do its work. Have a sleep and let the strength return to
That's
our...
enough fluffing of the pillow.
Oh, sorry, sir.
Can you unfluff it a bit?
I'm not sure how to do that, sir.
Just push it.
Sorry, sir.
That's better. Just give me a bat, please. Please, Uncle Bertie, please, give me a bat. Where's Uncle Bertie? Bat. Give me a bat, please.
And you will continue to bowl until you bowl me out, young Joseph. This backyard has been the training ground of champions, and champions abide by the rules of cricket. Bowl me another one, boy. Arms straight. Oh, look at it go. Go fetch it, young Joseph.
It's gone under the prickly gooseberry.
Oh, a few gooseberry scratches and just for a boy.
I just have to cut. Bowling so long my arms
My
cut.
mother took me for a very rare cactus. Cylindra cacti puntia anthropocarpa.
Found it.
Yes, look at your face. It's punctured with copious prickles. Good for you, boy. Now bowl another one. Oh, what a whopper! Look at it fly. Oh, it looks a little close to the... Oh, bother. Oh, well, 6 for a window, eh? What are you doing, boy? Get down from there immediately.
I'm climbing up the drain pipe. I'm an excellent climber.
Get down from there, boy. Never go up that drain pipe into that secret window. Do you understand? Never, ever go into the drain pipe, into that secret window. There's something very, very important in there. And by even looking at it, you are being very naughty.
I'm sorry, Uncle Bertie. I'm dreadfully sorry, Uncle Bertie.
Sir. You had a bad dream, sir.
What's that?
A bad dream, sir.
The drain pipe. Solander,
Yes, sir.
you weren't sitting down while I was asleep, were you?
Not at all, sir.
Good. Fetch me my slippers and a ladder.
I used to do this as a lad, Solander.
Yes, sir. The ladder isn't tall enough, sir.
No. We're going over to that drain pipe.
Okay, sir.
Do you see it?
Well done, Solander. You're quite nimble.
Shimmy the pipe.
Careful. The ivy. Let's traverse the ivy.
It's very dangerous.
Don't be nervous, Solander. Look at that. The window's still broken, Solander, after all these years. Yes, sir. Number 3, 2. Hold. Undo the latch. Well, I'm going in. It's a secret room, Solander. Come on, just do a big jump like I did. This is it, Solander. My Uncle Bertie's Botanarium.
My word. Look at that big stamen.
He must have been slaving up here in the night.
I'm feeling sweaty, sir.
It all makes sense now. No wonder Bertie was a nudist. There's no way you could spend your working hours in here with your clothes on.
I agree, sir. It's much too hot.
Yes, I've loosened my trousers. Do you have the lantern?
Yes, sir.
Light it, man. With a match.
I've done it, sir.
Oh, so you have. Sorry, I just assumed you did it wrong. Bring it here, through the foliage. Be careful not to touch the flowers. Solander, what did you just do?
I wouldn't.
If you did, you...
I wouldn't dream of it, sir.
Did you touch the flower? Did you just touch the flower?
No.
Bloody pervert, you did. You rubbed against it.
I did not, sir.
All right, then. Look, over here. A speckled-eyed fabricosia. Very rare. Oh, look! The nettled Spaghetarium nocturnum. The night spaghetti.
It looks like spaghetti.
Yes, and nibble the stem. What does it taste like?
Extraordinary. It tastes like spaghetti.
Yes, spaghetti. But specifically when you eat it at night. Incredible, isn't it? Where did he get all of these from, Solander? Where? That's what I want to know.
He loved plants, sir. Some say he loved them a little too much.
What did you say?
Some say he loves them a little too much.
Who said that?
No one, sir.
You just said some said it.
I said it.
Did you say it or some said it?
Someone else.
By some, did you mean you or some others?
Some
the town,
other.
Is this what the townsfolk are saying?
The abstract other. Another.
All right, it better be the abstract other. My Uncle Bertie was a plant collector and a gentleman. He always kept a scientific distance from the actual... Oh, look at this one.
Would you like me to wipe your brow, sir?
I'm a bit sweaty. I'm only touching this for scientific purposes, not for pleasure. Never for pleasure. Oh, my breeches. Look, here. Under the Venus moth trap.
A book.
Wipe the dust off it. It's not just any book, Solander. Read the cover.
A theoretical account of the hypothetical flora and fauna of the sub-boiling regions. That's the...
Yes, my Uncle Bertie's magnum opus. It looks like my Uncle Bertie was not the fool they say he was. Looks like he kept one in a safe place after all.
Looks like some of the pages are stuck together, sir.
Yes. Actually, Solander, why don't you go for a walk? I might just have a look at some of these.
As you wish, sir.
Myself. Well. The 8-tendrilled hoo-hoo bush. I've never seen such a detailed diagram. Oh, look at those receptacles. Very interesting, very informative. Look at the ovules on that one. Look at you little beauty. With your filaments just exposed like that, aren't they? Exposed your filaments, haven't you? Your nectary is all full of nectar. Your stalks just standing, looking so good. Look at... No! I mustn't.
Uncle Bertie.
Poor Uncle Bertie. Persecuted by bitter botanists for his unconventional ideas. Unconventional ideas. Unconventional ideas. Unconventional ideas.
Uranus genus, Uranus maximus, Uranus felonius, Uranus trichon, Tegamon, Deuterium bulbus, third life from the region has. Please have some decorum. Please have some decorum. This is not a wild party. This is a book launch, gentlemen.
The only place your book needs launching is into the gutter.
It is my contention that if we would pass through the boiling ocean, we would find the flora known amongst sailors as Heaven's Clover.
Heaven's Clover! I knew it was coming to this.
I can scientifically prove that this plant is the pleasure center of the world.
He's not a botanist, he's a blooming comedian.
I'm a botanist, sir. I got an A in plant studying. You only got a B, Jameson.
This book is a nonsense. I suggest we should just burn the book.
I'd appreciate it if you refrained from burning the book.
Burn the book.
Burn the book. Perhaps you could just review it heartily. I'd prefer if you did not burn me. Stay away from that book, Rutherford. Jameson, stop it. Put down that match. Put down that match, Rutherford. Jameson. Not my book. This is my book.
I'm sorry, dear listener. I apologize for not forewarning you of the harrowing scene you have just heard. The very next day, Uncle Bertie paid a special visit to young Joseph Banks.
I hate those silly botanists. They're just bumbling, grumpy fools.
Well, I'm sorry you saw those botanists mock me, young
They
Joseph.
don't know botany like you do.
I agree, they're unenlightened, and they have smeared our family name.
Imbecile.
All that is about to change.
Nincompoop.
I'm about to leave to make a spectacular scientific discovery that will shape the botanical world.
Go, Uncle Bertie.
Keep practicing those plant names.
Goodbye.
Fear not, my boy. I'll be back, and we'll resume our botany training.
Uncle Bertie, take me with you. I can be your botanical assistant.
It's too dangerous, young Joseph.
Please, Uncle Bertie, I've been practicing my botany. I very much.
Always remember, you're my third favorite nephew. I'll see you in less than a year, boy.
But Uncle Bertie never did come back. It was widely reported that he suffered certain death in the bubbles of the boiling ocean.
Look at all the commoners, Solander, doing their common little things like working. So, they're tiny little houses, aren't they tiny? How many bedrooms would you say would be in that house? 48? Perhaps 49?
More like 2, sir.
2? Where would you put your things?
And now, our good hero is on a mission. At the beginning of a perilous and winding road that will lead him to... Well, that would be telling, wouldn't it?
Where are we going, sir?
The Cat and Thistle.
But that's a botanist establishment, sir. Will they serve me?
What's here, coachman? Of course they'll serve you, Solander. You're with me, aren't you? If they don't serve you, there'll be thunder.
The Cat and Thistle is no ordinary skunk hole, dear listener. Here you can get the finest Siamese milk in the land, short hair and long hair. And the custom is rather exclusive, too.
I find your concept of photosynthesis ever so daring at best.
Ooh, kitten crackers. What do I usually order?
The usual, sir.
I'll have that again, please.
Good day, sir. 2 pints of Siamese bitter, straight from the cat. Please and thank you.
I'm not serving him.
He's with me.
With all due respect, Lord Banks, you know the rules. I cannot serve anyone who is not a botanist.
Completely understand. Outside, Solander.
You said, sir.
What did I say?
You said I could order.
And I also said outside, Solander. Which one was most recent? Don't shuffle either. Good sir,
A pint of Siamese bitter, please.
Coming right up, sir.
And don't stare through the window, Solinger.
Yeah, puss. Oh, lovely girl. Here we go. Oh, here she comes. Lovely girl, that's it.
It's a lot of milk, isn't it, for such a small cat?
Oh, yeah, she's a good producer, all right, sir. Oh, a bit more.
I'm amazed how you can get your fingers on those tiny teats.
Yes, very nimble fingers I have, sir. It's a gift, sir.
That should be enough.
There you go, sir.
Thank you.
So what brings you to these parts, Lord Banks? Where have been bestowed with the good graceful many here?
Did you know my uncle? Bertie Banks.
No, sir. But there's a gang of octogenarian botanists over there. There's old Lynn and ye old Cyril. Perhaps you could go and talk to them.
Thank you, sir.
Good day. Sir, excuse me, sir. The bill, sir. Sir, you forget to pay, sir. Lord Banks, the bill.
Oh, mither the brands for me. Empty out your calabash and mither me home for tea. Oh, mither the brands, mither those blasted brands. Hoist 'em o'er your shoulder and be
Which things is that, sir? Oh, I love the ring finger. And the petals open. And the swing. Oh, my word.
And then
I
what
decided to get out.
Old men, which of you knew my uncle, Bertie Banks, esteemed botanist?
Bertie Banks was no botanist. He was a madman, wasn't he, Lem?
Yes, he certainly was, Cyril. He was as mad as a turnip.
His contribution to science was about as large as a...
How dare you?
Oh!
Yes, sir, I thrashed you. How dare you say such things about my esteemed uncle, the finest botanist that ever graced the Gravy Isles?
He was a good talker, but he was no scientist, was he?
Sir, would you like me to thrash you some more?
Yes.
Yes?
No.
No?
Yes.
And yes as well?
Yes.
Well, thrash you I shall. And you again? I don't know why, but I will.
Please don't thrash him.
Quiet, both of you. No more thrashing for now. There'll be some later. Excuse me. I'm on my way. I have an announcement to make. Quiet, everyone. Quiet, please. Pianist, the national anthem in H major. Gentlemen and a couple of ladies. My Uncle Bertie Banks was a visionary and a great botanist. A far greater botanist than any of you charlatans. And yes, I'm referring to you, Professor Hume. Don't look away. One day, in the history books of the future history books, people will read that Bertie Banks was ahead of his time. It'll say, Bertie Banks was ahead of his time and now we're only just catching up. And the rest of you, it'll go on to say, are merely just fools, making a mockery of science, embarrassing botany. I shall make it my personal mission to prove that heaven's Clover exists. But first, I shall give each and every botanist in here a good thrashing. If you could all please form an orderly queue right here, that would just make things flows a lot smoother.
On the good Isles of Brady, we thank our deity daily.
And you, wrinkly man,
it is vast from edge to edge of this
thrashing for you, son, and thrice for you.
vouchsafe for us, we'll never touch the naughty parts of plants.
Well, I hope that's a lesson to you all. I would love to thrash you all day, but I'm a busy man and unfortunately cannot, so you have to thrash yourselves.
Sir, whatever you say, sir.
Stupid Philistines. They call themselves botanists. They would know botany if they walked in the midst of a teeming jungle.
Excuse me, Lord Banks. The film.
Solinder will go.
And with that, an idle botanist becomes idle no longer. Lord Banks's outrage transforms him into a man on a quest that is about to lead him to the lowest depths of humanity imaginable.
The Mysterious Secrets of Uncle Bertie's Botanarium, a Howl original and a production of Mid-Roll Media and South Coast Shenanigans. Coming up next time.
Many years ago, this strange-looking man sailed with my Uncle Bertie in search of Heaven's Clover.
Well, there's no such thing as Heaven's Clover. That's just a sailor's fantasy.
I have proof that my Uncle Bertie has traveled to the very source of pleasure. In fact, I believe after conversations with this reputable gentleman...
Did you hear that, Ronnie George? He called me reputable.
He's just speaking to a spider that lives in his body.
Quiet, master speaking.
Thank you, Solinder. Heaven's Clover not only exists, but is in fact the very source of pleasure.